for that. Can I add a point on the previous discussion? I saw a similar tool, not as sophisticated as this, implemented by a client who had a finance support function at a BPO, and was quite interesting what happened on the culture piece, because it found, as the data was shown before, there were people who were just not performing. They were logging in at the start of the day and logging out. And what happened over time was, you know what adults are like. If you know that where the goalposts are and the boundary line is, you tend to align. And what actually happened was, just as being described, is the management started focusing on what was inhibiting good work. And it was actually at the employee level where they were putting their hand up and going, we don't think this person's doing their job. We don't think they're logging. It was a work from home team that was managed through a BPO. It was quite interesting. It was actually the frontline employees who were calling out their colleagues because, you know, they were unhappy with the lack of productivity or contribution from their teammates.
Also meant that they obviously may have worked longer hours too, right?
Yeah, well, there was that as well, because there were some employees who were putting in these huge overtime claims.
Yep.
And what it showed was that they were rorting the system. And that took about 3 months to clean up, because, you know, as adults, once everyone understands that these behaviours can be detected, it shifted the whole conversation towards how do we be more successful.
And the aid that helps as well is the client you have yourself, right? It promotes a little bit of self-monitoring as well. How am I performing against the team? And I don't think, unless you're blatantly lazy and you don't want to log in, then I'm sorry, but I can't find an excuse for that. Then I don't know anyone that doesn't want to be more productive, right? If you're looking at your metrics versus your team, you'll identify yourself that, geez, I'm struggling, and talk to your manager, right? Why is it that I'm working and I'm working as hard as I can, but I'm not putting out the same percentages?